Morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about kdenlive. Kdenlive is a video editing software. It's open source and it's free, which I believe most of us are all looking for. Most people use Adobe Premiere Pro, CS5, CS6, but kdenlive is also great. It's good. It's free because Adobe you have to pay for it, but with kdenlive it's okay. So, before we start using the kdenlive, let's see how we download kdenlive software. So go on your browser and type, if you're using Windows, if it's kdenlive works on Windows, it works on Mac, basically almost all operating system, but today we're using Windows. So this is how to download kdenlive for Windows. Go on your browser, type download kdenlive, and I think the second from my screen here, the second option because it's from kdenlive websites themselves. This one is from Softonic. This one is from kdenlive. So click on download. There you have these options. So it's available on Ubuntu. It's available on Mac OS. It's also available on Windows. Now, I'm not going to click on install because I already have kdenlive. So go ahead and click on install. And there you have it. It's downloading already. So I'm going to stop this now because I already have it. Download the software, install it, follow the instructions. It's very easy. Then right here is kdenlive. All right. Now you've successfully downloaded kdenlive. So let's begin. The first thing you want to learn how to do with kdenlive is to create a new file. How to do this? Click on a file, click on new. Now, before I skip through this, I think we all need to know how this works. Notice at the bottom here it says HD720. HD720. If you're watching a video on YouTube and you notice that the video is a little bit blurry and you click on settings and you see something like, oh, 720, 480, 1080 HD, then 4K, stuff like that. This is where the decision is being made during editing. We're not going to use HD 720 because the standard these days requires good quality. So let's go over to the top and click on 4K. Now, I am using Core i7. So running 4K, this last one here should be easy for me. If you're using Core i5 and anything below that, feel free to stick with this full HD 1080, which is to me is like the standard. But since we're going over and beyond, I'm going to use 4K, this last button here. Now, also to customize where you have to save your file, at the top here, this is the defaults. It's gonna be here if I create any file, any project. So to save my project somewhere else that's preferable to me, I can click on custom. So right here, it's gonna be on video folder. Click on OK, and we've successfully created our first project. Now, in kdenlive, we have two screens in front of us. This is your preview screen. This is your timeline screen. The difference between preview screen and timeline screen, it's simple. When you drag a video to your project file here by your left-hand side, and you click on the video, it's going to show on your preview screen. But if you drag the video down to your timeline here is going to show on your timeline screen. Let's do that. To import videos from your computer to kdenlive, it's simple. Click on project, click on under project, click on the first thing there, add clip or folder. We're not adding folder in this situation, we're adding a clip or video file or an audio file. It doesn't matter. When I say a clip, it doesn't necessarily mean only video files. It means both audio, videos, pictures, anything under multimedia can be added to kdenlive. Click on add clip. Now, this is a video here. So let's import this video here. And there you have it. Now, if you notice, it's on project. This file is still loading on project, but it's playable on the preview screen. This is your preview screen because it's still in your project. Remember, the timeline on your left-hand side is your preview screen. If you put any video on your project, it's going to play on the preview screen. But if I should drag this video down to the timeline, it's going to show on the timeline screen like this. There you have it. And if I play this, sorry, if I play this playing on the timeline right now, it's going to show on the, this is my preview first on the timeline screen here. Now, the first thing we want to learn how to do in kdenlive is the simple things like how to cut a clip and how to join a clip. So let's say I cut a clip. I cut this clip and there's a space between this clip and I need to like drag the whole thing back together. It's simple. You have two ways to do this. You can either click on these scissors right here, or you can press X in your keyboard and it also does the same thing. Let's say you've watched this video, for instance, and you want to this bits, you don't need these bits. Now, if you notice there's a space here right now, and if I press play, which is already playing right now, there's this space here and nothing is showing on your timeline screen. Now, I need to join this bit to this bit together. Usually people just drag and click there, but I think the best way for me though is just to right click in the space where there's no video clip. Right click and click on remove space and it immediately joins the whole thing together. Simple and easy. Now, let's go back a little bit. Another way to import videos on your kdenlive is to click on your file. Let's say you have a video in your file. Let's say, for instance, now I need to drag in this video here named PDF. Another way to import videos to your file, to your project, is to click on this video and drag. You can either drag here or drag here, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to put it on the project here. Notice as well, the video is here, and the only place it's going to play is on your preview screen. On your preview screen. But if you should drag this video down to the timeline, as usual, you're going to play on your timeline screen by your right hand side. Now, another simple trick in kdenlive that I think will be necessary for this tutorial is how to separate a video from audio. Simple. There's nothing hard about it. Once you've dragged your video down to your timeline, right click and select on group clip. If you ungroup the clip, you can now separate the video from the audio, or you can just, add videos, add audios to the video files in between the files. Let's ungroup. Now it looks as if nothing has happened, but something has actually happened. Now I can drag this video away and also, in fact, put this video in another video timeline. This is video timeline 1, this is video timeline 2. I can put it on video timeline 2, and I can also put the audio on audio timeline 2 as well. So it doesn't necessarily matter which timeline it is, it's still gonna play as the same. But this is how you separate the video from the audio. And let's say you want to make the audio of the video slowly creep into the video. Like, let's say you don't just want the whole thing to just start together. You want the audio to like build up its pace, you know, then become normal. You have this a simple way to do this. If you look very closely right here, you should see this little dot here. If I click on this dot and drag, it's gonna slowly allow the audio creep into the video before it stabilizes itself. If you click on this and drag, this is how it's going. This is how you like slowly make sure the audio gets into the video. It fades in, as they say. So fade in an audio. This is how you do it. You click on this dot right here, just on the audio clip. Click on it, then slowly drag. Then like this. If I press play right now, it's gonna slowly build up its audio before it stabilizes. So it's gonna fade in to the video. That's how you do it. Most times during editing of most videos, let's say you want to edit the video, but you don't want to touch the video, you just want to edit only the audio, and you've already ungrouped this audio. You've already ungrouped this file, both the audio and the video together, and you don't want the video file to move anywhere. All you have to do is to click on this padlock here. Click on this padlock and hold it. Just click on this padlock. So this video is unmovable, but the audio is still movable. Or if I click on the audio and unlock the video, the audio is unmovable, but the video is unmovable. This will come in hand when you're editing a much more complex project. Much more complex projects. Most of those comedians on YouTube, is how they do it. They stabilize their video, but the audio, just to add in some little sound effects on it. They stabilize the video, they padlock the video, but unlock the audio, and put in some other audio on, let's say, audio timeline 2, for instance. That's how they do it. To add text to your video, it's simple. Most people wonder, oh, in kdenlive, how do I add text to my video? How do I add text to my audio? Or, sorry, how do I add text to my video or my video alone? To do this, click on Project, then click on Add Title Clip. If you click on Add Title Clip, right here is where the magic happens. On your right-hand side, under Properties, this is where you change your text style, just like the way you do in Microsoft Word. Let's say we need something much bolder. Then here is where you type. This screen right here is where you type. Let's say I want to type welcome to hi. This is where it's done. I can change the color also at this point here. Let's say give it red or something. This is where you do it. To make it more bold, this is where I make it. Basically, this is where if you want to make it, if you want to underline the video, make it italic or whatever you call it. This is where if you want to also increase the size of the text, this is where I do it as well. So this is how you add text to your project or your video editing or your video file or something. If I add this here now, right here. Now I want to add this to the project. Click on it as usual, then drag it down to the video section, not the audio, the video, because this is a text. It's visual. It's not audio. This is just visual. Click on it here. If I click on play now, that's the video there. So
Good
this is
morning,
how it's done.
guys.
This is how you add text to your video file. I think you can also fade in. You can also fade in this as well, just the way you can fade in an audio by clicking on this dot right here. You can also fade in the video as well, so as a text. Let's see if it works. Notice it fades in.
Good
That's how it
morning.
works. This is how you add a text to your audio. Now, to look for to add let's say uh, effects to your video. To do this, you also have to learn how to use effect as well. I will cover that in another tutorial, but for the basic now, I'm going to show you where to add effects on your project. Let's say you want to fade in a video, you want to blur in a video, all of that. I'm going to show you where you can find those things. Then I'm going to cover how to use effects in kdenlive in another tutorial. But for this project case, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show you where you can find the effects. To do this, click on effects just at the right top corner of kdenlive right here. Click on effects, and there you have it, a bunch of effects for your videos. And if you have no clue which effect you're looking for, but you have an idea of what you want to do, let's say I want to blur in the video, I just type blur, and it's going to show me um every effect that has to do with blur. Then I can begin to try and see and test which one I think is good for me. But in the sake of this video, we're not going to cover this because this is much more advanced, because using effect it's another whole new chapter alone to deal with. So that's how you add effects to your project or to your video editing. Whenever you try to put in an effect on your video project, on your project, and you're wondering, wait, where did my project sequence go to? Remember, it's always at the bottom right here. It's gonna be here at the bottom right here. So in case you're wondering where the whole thing went, it's just under the effects project or the effects list. Also, to reduce or increase the audio of a video, let's say you have you added that extra audio to your project. Let's say music, for instance, and you want the music um to be playing in the background in a more lower tone while you let's say while you talk in the main video. You want to add like a music in the background while you're doing your tutorial or whatever you're doing with your video. It's simple. Remember, we have more than two though, but let's work with this one we have here. We have two up video file here. Now, let's say I want to add another audio file, for instance. So this timeline here. Let's use this one for instance now. Let's drag this to audio file 2 for instance. Now we're gonna pretend as if You know what? Let's just download a new audio to make things easier. Um, let's click on, for instance, let's use, let's download a new audio. Now, if you need, this is just off the topic though, but if you, let's say you want to add in audio files and you need like a music or a sound or something, and you don't really know where to get them from. Let's say you need audio sound and whatnot. Go on your browser and type free sound. So free sound, it's a website that offers you free sounds for your editing, for your video editing. Yeah, these are a bunch of sounds you can actually download for free and add to your project or your audio file here. So let's download this or this let's just download one for instance. Uh, okay, create a login to download. Let's register as a member first. I've just confirmed I've just activated my account. So now let's log in. Click on login. Now let's click on sound. Let's download. Let's say one of the sound, for instance. Click on download here. Now we added the audio files are hidden right. Now, if I should press play, there's gonna be a bunch of noises everywhere, you know, from both the audio on audio file one and audio timeline one and audio timeline two. Now, just like in your Instagram post, when you try to reduce the volume of the video, the audio playing in the background of the video you're trying to post, you can also do that with kdenlive. How do you do that? Whenever you click on effects or you click on audio, it's gonna give you the option to edit your audios. But most of the time, people just prefer clicking on effects because it gives them the option to also um add effects and also edit the audio at the same time. So, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're gonna use audio because we're working on audio right now. Let's click on audio and on audio A1, which is A1, and we also have audio A2, which is A2. We need to reduce the volume on audio A2, which is this guy here, this one here. Now we're going to reduce this guy. We want to increase this guy. So if I should press play now, I should press play. The audio the audio on A2 is
Good
going to
morning,
reduce
guys.
drastically. So this is how you this is how you edit the audio in your timeline. And also, let's say you want to view the whole part, like you want to like if you want to increase the viewing size of your video, for instance, all you have to do is come at the bottom right here. Either you increase or you decrease. To increase, you move this little circle here to your left hand side. To decrease, while to increase, to view each frame of the video, move to your right hand side. This is how it works right here. Also, to export your video, when you export, okay, let's for instance now, if you notice the video file and the audio file are they both stopped at this point here, but the audio file on A2 has like it's just continuous. So to do this, you have to cut this video. To do that, you can either click on this scissors right here, or you can use your X on your keyboard. Press X, X for X-ray. Click on X, then cut. Once you cut, press your escape or click on this back. Once you do this, you can be able to, you know, move this remaining stuff right here. Just get rid of it. Now, we don't really know if this audio and this audio right here pair together. How do we do this? We need to view to see if it's actually in in line. Notice it's not in line, so we can either drag in or we can just also cut as well. Now I think it's in line. To export your video, make sure that this stuff right here at the top is being dragged to wherever the video ends. If you don't do this, wherever this video ends, if I stop at 2 minutes 57 seconds, it's exactly where the audio is gonna export only. It's gonna ignore the rest. So make sure that this guy is dragged till the ending of the whole thing. Make sure it's here. It's gonna export everything once as long as this stuff here is at the end and also at the beginning as well. So this is how you export your this is how you need to do this first before you export your videos. Now to export your videos, click on project, click on render. Remember, you're using Ultra 4K. So click on this one, the first one, then you click on render to file. I'm not going to render this video for the sake of this tutorial, but this is how you do it. Render to file. And it's going to save this place here or wherever you prefer to save your videos. So for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to stop here. In my next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use effects on kdenlive. Thank you. Please subscribe and see you in the next video.